Hi everyone, good afternoon. Today I am going to talk about measures of central tendency in statistics. First of all, what are measures of central tendency? The measures that tell us the information about the average values of a set of data are called measures of central tendency. That means a single value that describes the whole set of data. The commonly used measures of central tendency are mean, median and mode. Now, let us see the definitions of mean, median and mode. First of all, mean, arithmetic mean. We say arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is the average itself. We find it by adding all the given observations and dividing by the number of observations. For example, if you want to calculate the class average of a particular subject in a class, we take the marks or the scores of all students in a class. Let's take an example of a class having 40 students. If we want to calculate the average score of students of a class, we take the individual marks of the students and add them together and divide it by 40. 40 number of students, 40 is the number of students, so take the sum of marks of all the students and divide it by 40. That will give us the average mark of that class, of that particular subject. And a mean is the most stable measure. It is affected by both the extreme values and it may not exist as a data point in the set. Next, let's see median. Median is the middlemost item in a set of data in order. That means the set of data should be ordered either ascending order or in descending order. Then take the middlemost item, that will be the median. It may not exist as a data point in the set, just like mean, and it is called the positional average because it is about the position, it is the central point. Now, let us see what is mode. Mode is the most frequently occurring data item in a set, and it is not affected by the extreme values, both extreme values, and we may get more than one mode value for a set of data. Now we are going to see how to calculate these three measures of central tendency in three different series, which are individual series, discrete frequency distribution and in continuous frequency distribution. Now, first of all, let us take individual series. For example, the observations are, the data items are 20, 25, 20, 10 and 15. Now, mean, here to find out mean, what do? We add all the data items and divide by the number of data items. Here we have to add 20, 25, 20, 10 and 15, which gives you 90 divided by 5, because 5 is the number of observations, which give us 18. So, 18 is the mean. Now, what is median? To find out median, this data set has to be arranged either in descending order or in ascending order. Here I have arranged the data in ascending order, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 20 and 25. Since 20 comes at the middle, 20 is taken as the median. Here we have only 5 items, so we can easily choose a middle item, which is 20. And mode is the data item which occurs frequently. That means the number which repeats more time. Here see 20 comes 2 times. So, 20 is taken as the mode. Now let's see what will happen if if the data set contain even number of items. Here see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 data items are there. So to find out median, we have to first of all arrange the data set in ascending order 10, 15, 20, 22, 24 and 25. Here we get two mid values, or two in the middle we have two data items 20 and 22. So we have to take the average of these items 20 plus 22 divided by 2, which gives you 42 by 2, which is 21. So in this case 21 is the median. Now let's move on to the discrete frequency distribution. How to find out these three measures in discrete frequency distribution. What do you mean by discrete frequency distribution? Here instead of, in the previous example we have seen only different observations, only one set of observation. Here we can see two sets of observations. See, age of people and number of people here. That means some specified values will be given and the corresponding frequencies. Here number of people we can say frequencies. This means that the question we can interpret like this: 5 people having age 20 years and 3 people having age 25 years and 2 having age 30 and 8, 10 and one person having age of 15 years. So let's rewrite these both sets in column wise. The age of people is represented by xi and frequency, number of people represented by the fi's. Okay. Then here we are going to use the formula to find mean sigma xi fi divided by sigma fi. So of course we have to calculate the product. First of all we find the product of x1 f1, x2 f2, x3 f3 and so on. So 20 into 5 gives you 10, 25 into 3 gives you 75 and so on. Then finally take the sum of these xi fi or fi xi's, which gives you 330, divided by sigma fi, which is the total frequency, which is 19 here, and divide 330 by 19, which is 17.37. Now let's see how to find out median. How to find out median in discrete frequency distribution. The first step is to arrange in ascending order. The xi's or the age of people should be arranged in ascending order 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here see it is not in order here given. So we have to arrange it in ascending order first. Then rewrite the corresponding frequencies. 10, age 10 is having the frequency 8. 8 people are having age 10. So the corresponding frequencies, rewrite it properly, carefully. Then after that, the next step is to calculate the cumulative frequency. What do you mean by cumulative frequency? When you add, CF means cumulative frequencies. When you add the frequencies successively, you get the cumulative frequency. So here see, first frequency is 8, that will be the cumulative frequency, first cumulative frequency. Then to get the next cumulative frequency, you will have to add the first cumulative frequency and the second frequency. So 8 plus 1 gives you 9. Okay. Then the third cumulative frequency will be by adding 9 and the third frequency 5. 9 plus 5 gives you 14. Then next one 14 plus 3, 17. Then 17 plus 2, 19. So here the last cumulative frequency should be the total frequency. Otherwise, if you are not getting so, you will have to redo these steps again. Okay. Then after calculating the cumulative frequency, come to the formula. Median in discrete frequency distribution is the size of the n plus 1 by 2th item. So here capital N represent the total frequency. So calculate n plus 1, which is 19 plus 1, 20, divided by 2, 10. So median, in this case median is the size of the 10th item. So, this 10th item from cumulative frequency you will have to find out. This 10th item falls on this class. See, till here we got 9 items. So, the 10th item will come under this class. So, the size of the 10th item will be 20. So, 20 is the median. Now, coming to mod. Here in discrete frequency distribution, mod means the observation which is having the highest frequency. Here which item has got the highest frequency? Here highest frequency is 8. So, the corresponding observation is 10. So, 10 is taken as the mod. So, for the given discrete frequency distribution, the age of people and number of people, we got the mean 17.37, median 20 and mod 10. Now, let us see in continuous frequency distribution what is going to happen. Here see, unlike the discrete and individual series, in continuous frequency distribution, see this example. Age is given 0 to 10, 10 to 20 intervals in the form of intervals. This means that here number of people also given. This means that in between the age 0 and 10, we have got 5 people, and 10 to 20 age, 3 people have got in between 10 to 20, and 2 people have got the age between 20 to 30 and so on. So, here for the mean, to find out the mean, we are going to use the same formula that we used for discrete frequency distribution, which is sigma xi fi divided by sigma fi. So, what is xi here? Here we do not have any specific values, instead we have intervals. So, from these intervals, we are going to find out xi's. How to find that? We have to find the mid values of these intervals. For that, you will add both lower limit and upper limit of the class and divide by 2. 0 plus 10 divide by 2, which is 5, 10 plus 20 divide by 2, which is 15, and so on. So, we got xi's. The corresponding fi's you rewrite the corresponding fi's. Then similarly, similar to the other calculation, you find xi fi, the product of xi fi, and find the total, the sum of xi fi, which is 490 here, divided by the total frequency 20. So, 24.5 is the mean of this particular continuous frequency distribution. So, we have seen how to find out mean, arithmetic mean in the case of continuous frequency distribution. Now, in continuous frequency distribution, how to find out median, we are going to see that. So, we have a separate formula for median in continuous frequency distribution, which is median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus Cf into C divided by F. So, here L means, here L is the lower limit of the median class, and n by 2, by dividing the total frequency by 2, you have to find out the median class. So, L is the lower limit of the median class, and Cf, cumulative frequency, means it is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class to the median class. Cumulative frequency of the preceding class to the median class, that is Cf, and C is the class interval of the median class, and F is the frequency of the median class. Let us see this example, the same example. Age of people given 0 to 10 frequency is 5, and 10 to 20, 3, 20 to 30, 2, 30 to 40, 8, and 40 to 50, 2. Now find out the cumulative frequencies. As I have told you earlier, 5, then 5 plus 3 gives you 8, 8 plus 2 gives you 10, 10 plus 8 gives you 18, and 18 plus 2 gives you 20. We got the 20, total 20 here. The last cumulative frequency is 20 and total frequency is 20, so it's correct. Now let's find out n by 2. Here n is 20, so n by 2 is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. So here see, cumulative frequency 10 we got. So let's consider this as the median class, this class as the median class. Okay, so what is L? L means lower limit of the median class. So which is the median class? 20 to 30 is the median class. So L is 20, lower limit of the median class 20. And what is CF? CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. Median class is this class, so this frequency is the cumulative frequency. So CF is equal to 8. And what is C? The class interval of the median class. What is the class interval? 30 minus 20, which is 10. And what is F? F is the frequency of the median class. F is 2 here. So we got all the values. So let's calculate median. Median equal to, let's substitute these values in this formula. Okay, L is 20 plus n by 2, which is 10, minus CF is 8 into C is 10 divided by F is 2, which is equal to 20 plus 2 into 10, 20 by 2, which is 20 plus 10, which is equal to 30. So median for the given continuous frequency distribution is 30. Now let's see what is mode for the same continuous frequency distribution. So age given 0 to 10 corresponding frequencies I have written over here. Now there is a formula, a different formula for mode also we are using here. To find out the mode in continuous frequency distribution, we will use L plus F1 minus F0 into C divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2. Now what are this F0, F1 and F2? Before that you have to know what is model class. Model class. Okay, then only you can find out L, F1, F0 and F2. Okay, model class is the highest frequency class. So here, which is the highest frequency? 8. So this class is considered as the model class. Model class. So L here is the lower limit of the model class. So here L is equal to 30. And what is F0? F0 is the frequency of the class preceding to the model class, F0, and F1 is the frequency of the model class, and F2 is the frequency of the succeeding class to the model class. And now C, what is C? C, just like the median, C is the class interval of the model class. Okay, so C equal to 10. Now let's substitute these values here. L is 30 plus F1 minus 8 minus 2 into 10 divided by 2 into F1 8 minus F0 2 minus 2, which is equal to 30 plus 60 divided by 16 minus 4 which is equal to 30, 35. So, mod for the same example is 35 and its median is 30. So, now we have seen in continuous frequency distribution how to find out mean, median and mode. We have got the values. Mean is 24.5 and median 30 and mode 35. So, we have seen so far we were seeing how to find out 3 measures of central tendency in 3 different series. First, in individual series, what do? To find out arithmetic mean, we add all the observations and divide by the number of observations, and the median we found by finding the middle value in a set of data in order, and mode is most frequent item. We are seen like that. In discrete frequency distribution also, we use one formula for mean, which is sigma xi fi divided by fi. And for median, we found the size of the n plus 1 by 2th item, and mode by finding the highest frequency item. And in continuous frequency distribution, we use the specific formula for median and mode. For mean, we use the same formula, but we found the mid values of the classes, mid values of the class intervals. Then in median, we use the formula L plus n by 2 minus Cf into C divided by F, and in mode we use the formula L plus F1 minus F naught into C divided by 2 F1 minus F naught minus F2. Okay, we have seen 3 measures of central tendency in 3 different situations. So, in our practical life, you may get confused which average we have to use. For example, let us see, let us consider a small company having 10 employees, 9 workers and 1 manager. 9 workers each receive rupees 1000 wage, rupees 1000 per week, and and the manager receives rupees 10,000 per week. And let us find the, we are getting confused which average has to be taken as the best average, okay, in this case, which describes the average salary of an employee, of a worker. So, let us find out the arithmetic mean of the weekly wages. 9 into 1000, 9000 plus 10,000, which gives 19,000 divided by 10, total 10 people are there. So, divided by 10, which gives you rupees 1900, that is the arithmetic mean. Now, let us take the median. How to find out the median in this case? There are only 10 observations, so we can easily arrange among this 10, we have got 9 equal amounts, 1000, and the last one will be arranged in ascending order, and the last one will be 10,000, this 10,000, okay. So, the middlemost item will be 1000, okay. We can take the average value as, the median as 1000. So, here which value, which average, arithmetic mean or the median best describes the average salary of a worker. Here you can easily say that this 1000 represent the average value, average salary, okay. So, such cases you have to just think and calculate. I hope you have got a idea about measures of central tendency. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. Thanks a lot.